Good morning, YouTube. Spider G back here this morning. I'm gonna do sharpening on one of these knives. It's what I'm EDCing today. I've been having a little bit of trouble with this thing here. Not trouble, but on the aggressive stones, when I go to pull it back, this is so aggressive, sometimes it slides back with me. So when I bought this, it also comes with this rubber mat, for it to be more kind of like that. But I need some room. I don't do the whole, like, where you could do that. I like to go like this. So I figured out is if I can repurpose that and use it for my holder and make sure it's equally on there so it's flat, then hopefully, I haven't tried it yet, but hopefully this won't move. Not that I'm putting a lot of pressure, but still it moves. But I'm really gonna try and edit this. I know last video was pretty long, and I did get some views on it, so I do appreciate the people that did take the time to watch. I mean, it's difficult to try to narrow it down, but anyway, I'm going to try to follow this. I want to re-sharpen this one because I've been using it quite a bit, and I've been liking the microbursts lately. Now I do have this one as well, but I'm really like these scales and this stone wash. It doesn't really show wear very much. So I'm going to start on this 220. I'm just going to sort of it convexed on me, so I'm just trying to follow the same and just get a flat bevel. And I'm trying to do this with some haste. See if I can. I'm locked. I just felt my angle. Yeah, it's not moving. This is about the time it would move when I'm doing this, I'm coming back, because at the very end, sometimes I will do pressure, but not too much. But even without it, you can see where, well, maybe not right now, but on a fresh one, it does move sometimes. So I want to kind of eliminate that, because when I get to going and it moves, I'm like, oh, so I become unlocked. Sometimes I'm pretty good at holding it, but it's just, as this breaks in, when it was really brand new, that's when it was moving. It was just so aggressive. And this one, I'm just kind of following the same angle, but I'm flattening out my bevel. It convexed. Even though it was shiny, sharp, and everything, wasn't as sharp. And I could feel it in the field. And I honed it with my field sharpener as much as I could. But it just needs a whole new, and I don't mind it all. Like, these are my users. I mean, these are the Tempest knives that I like. Always other ones I get too. I'm just saying. This is 14C, contoured, micarta, small for the jobs that I need for California. So it's about the same, but now it's flat. Alright, no burr yet. Yeah, it definitely would have moved. You know, cleaning off the surface. So I'm flat again. It's going to still got, I mean, it's not the thinnest, but it it has a great blade shape for what I need. Alright, let me keep working on this till I get a burr. Okay, I finally got a burr on this side. Yeah, it could take a while. It's just a very minimal burr. It is flat. I'm not going for symmetry and prettiness on my blade. It's much thicker, much wider a bevel here than it is here. But all I'm going for on this particular one is it's not very thin behind the edge anymore. So I need to lay it back as much as I can so I could use this knife as much as I can before I need to go ahead and switch on over to the fresh one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a trailing pass here or a forward pass. It's really right at the tip of the top of the apex. So I wasn't trying to, again, recreate a new angle. I'm just going by the same angle, but it's convex. So I'm just trying to flatten it out here. Trying to use the same angle, and when it's convex, it doesn't sit flat, but I can see it, that it's in the right angle. That's what I was worried about. It needs to be on there perfectly. Alright. Let's see it first. I gotta see my progress. Okay. So, when my camera's backed out this far, I can't turn on the little light. So I apologize for the lighting, but I'm just trying to get this as laid back as much as possible because it's coming to a thick edge here. So if I can, and this is 14C, so it's decently edge retentive. It's not, I don't even know if that's a word, but it still works great, and it's very ergonomic. I like it too much. I'm not ready to just throw it away and get a different EDC, even though I can. I have, Devo, Bridgeport, the Acorn, another, it's the exact same one, Drop Bear. I really like the old school, or not old school, just the budget versions of the knives, these channel, these, KC, with his knives. That's very cool. I definitely want to get that tri-stash or try. I see there's a couple on Blade Binge, the original ones, and it is the plain Tide that I want. But they're asking a lot for it, but I mean, yes, it is that. But it just kind of seemed a little too much. I wanted like $400. Go there to get deals on knife, not to pay more. But I mean, it's just awesome. I sold a lot of knives there. It's just very safe. Yeah, it's quite the bevel, but I don't care. So yeah, this side. Because I always start on this side, even if I'm brand new, on a brand new. So this side is getting, I could tell, this is rougher than this side. So I need to start flipping it around. Okay, let me just finish this up and then we'll jump to the 6. Okay, so we're back here at the 600. I'm going to do a forward pass, roll that burr on the other side. Perfect, very nice. Alright. A little uneven. This side's okay though, but I'm trying to take a long time. This isn't like a tutorial or anything, so I didn't follow this way because I'm trying to get this done quite fast. So I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I know it's going to turn out sharp, but it's not going to be even like on this side. I already passed that point, but I do know my bevel is flat. Get my tip nice and good. I've been seeing these throwbacks, man. I really like them. I've carried my S90Bs and stuff like that at work, but it doesn't require that crazy of a steel sometimes. So these are fun, fidgety, also get the job done. Alright, so we got a burr on that side of the blade. Yeah, the heat treatment on this one is good. Well, it's flaky, so it's just coming off very easily. Next, we will take this to the 1200 just to finalize minimalization of the burr. Try to get as much as I can, and then we'll do the progression of stops: the 9, the 4, the 1, and the 0.5. So the 9 will hopefully get off any remaining burr. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there we go. Go. Looks good. Kind of made it where it's not as even in the back, and it kind of almost lay it back even further, like to where it gets thinner up here. So when I'm doing, you know, those cuts, it's super super thin than it was. So that's what I'm doing here. Let's start to find out what works best for you as far as what you're sharpening. If you're just sharpening for, you know, to learn, or if you're sharpening for a purpose on what you're using your tool for, you could sharpen it the way you want, or get the blade shape. So I got all kinds of different blade shapes, but sometimes you need some good edge retention right here, some sharpness, and then a little bit thinner up here. Not for obviously prying, but for utility cuts and stuff like that. That's what this type of knife is great for. You could hard use it, and then you could also just do draw cuts and stuff like that. The pinion and stuff like that. That's why I like the pony stout, the mini growler. These are just but I have the full sizes and everything. Can't really carry those at work. So the ones that I do, I like to get screaming sharp. Okay, so I think we are good with this 600. Yeah, it's a big ass bevel, but I'm the only one seeing it, really. It's strictly for work now. The other coated blade one, I'll still make. It still has life on its edge, so I'll be a little more symmetrical with that one. Alright, so we're just going to continue to minimize here. Barely any pressure on this 12. Alright. Just keeping it back. Same motion. This is 14C, so it's good. It likes it'll take a high grade. 154. I keep right around 6, or at 6. But I will use this to help minimize the burr on forward passes and stuff. So I did get that. Very good. tear out. Looks good. I'm going to continue to just merely flipping it over. Okay. Just want to weaken it so when it hits the leather, it'll just snag it right off rather than tear it off. Now I could go without a forward pass here, really light. So I don't want to tear. And the burr is at the top, at the very tip of that apex. It's pretty fatigued at this point. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Let's not get picky. Let's just even it out. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So bear with me 1 second. I'm going to get my straps. Okay, so we've got 1, 4, and then 9. So the 9 is pretty concentrated. You can pretty much almost see the diamonds on there. Yeah, this thing has been working out pretty good. So I'm going to try to keep my angle. I can feel the feedback on this leather and the emulsion. It's a little rough, which is a good thing because each time it gets smoother and smoother, which is ripping off that, or turning that, popping that, or just snagging the burr off the apex. It is a pretty hard material, so I could kind of lift my angle just a little bit to get anything off the edge rather than run it through wood. I feel like that takes off the teeth no matter how lightly you do it and tears it out too. But I don't know. I haven't done enough to really notice, or I haven't done it enough times to notice. Alright. Let's see. It should still feel, because it is a pretty aggressive emulsion, but it should, for all intents and purposes right now, be pretty cleaned up. And then as I go through the emulsions, or my progression, yeah, so that's, there's just a couple things there. Perfect. Now we go on to this more of a rubbery from the leathery. So no pressure at all on this one. This one is a flat one, which is gonna kind of smoothly take off the rest with the 4 micron. And then the 1's pretty good at snagging off anything else that's been minimalized. And then the 0.5 is just to polish and really fine tune my apex, bevel and apex. There you go. Sometimes I like to turn it around because it's a pretty big strop and I have enough room to pretty much use this like the stone. Use both sides and both sides. Alright, let's go ahead and lift this up just a little bit. No pressure. Alright, now it's smooth with teeth. Refinement now is where we complete. Lay back as much as possible. You got everything as much as you could off the apex. Now it's time to keep it laid back so you don't roll your edge at all. Because right now you're just kind of allowing the diamonds to do the rest of the job, and you're just fine tuning your blade at this point. This is my favorite one here, this one. It's good. Alright. Nice. Now on this side is the 0.5. Like I said, it's like kind of chewed up, but it is flat. And it will snag off any remaining. Like this little piece right here, here, as I'm going across. Hopefully it's snagging, you know. So I have a little jagged rubbery sides, sweet or non-sweet side. I don't know. It just kind of seems like it helps knock off any remaining, because I always see leftover. I'm always cleaning this one off because it does seem like it catches and leaves remaining burr on the strop. So I'm always cleaning this one off. This one and all the 9. Not so much the 4 or the 1. It's the lowest and the highest that really show what this stuff can do. So from the naked eye, it looks good. Can't tell, but we will do cut a piece of paper, see how it glides through, see how we did. And this is kind of considered fast, but let's see. Is it good enough for work? Oh yeah. That's really good at work. Before it was catching right at the hilt, and at the tip it would like kind of almost go dull. And I think it's the convection, so. Yeah. So it does have a thick behind the edge right now, but it is, all intents and purposes, this went very well. And for 14C is easy to just drop right back to life. Okay, let's do something. Let's see how it. I don't feel anything on the edge. Everything seems fine. For how thick it's gotten. Okay, that'll do it from me. That was the MicroBurst in 14C. Just a quick sharpening, last 30 minutes. But was able to get it sharp so I could EDC it today. And pretty good deal. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have fun, be safe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.